Eva Vollmer shouldn't actually even be here. Usually this qualified vintner simply doesn't have the time. The vineyard is pleasure and profession in one. Playing the trombone, writing a doctoral thesis or handling heavy snow shoveling machinery at the Frankfurt airport are her very time-consuming hobbies. But basically, Eva's whole passion is viticulture. And she is very passionate about it, with a profound feeling for wines, typically female, as she says. There are a lot of emotions involved. Women tend to be more emotional, are much more emotionally charged, and the different wines are really like children to me, so I have a lot of feelings for them. But if you realize that something is wrong, or think this simply wouldn't be right, then you also have to learn how to part with certain things. When it comes to viticulture, Eva Vollmer isn't radical, but she is persistent. Her entire production is organic. She makes no compromises whatsoever when it comes to quality. This can mean achieving small profits, but producing great wines. The result? Her Riesling is the discovery of the year in the Gault Millau, the gourmet wine guide. In the end, wine is a very subjective matter, but I'm very pleased when I hear different people saying, yes, this is really good. Or you might hear someone saying, I would much rather drink a Mosel or a Rheingau Riesling. I prefer the acidity. You have to learn to live with that too. Even though her wine has been noted highly, to Eva, every new wine tasting is still exciting. Yes, I always feel it to the core. That is liquid Eva right there in the bottles. That is why this young vintner is quite excited right now here in Düsseldorf. Before the fair ProWein begins, she will be presenting her award-winning wine to a group of experts. Journalists and sommeliers will be tasting just what Joel Payne has described in the Gault Millau as being an insider's tip, Eva's Riesling. It was not important to us that Eva Vollmer is a woman. That didn't make any difference to us. It was simply a nice add-on.
Als Zugabe. Aber vor allem, dass es sozusagen fast ihre erste Jahrgang.
The important thing was that it was almost her first vintage. Usually we still talk about newcomers when they are in their 5th or 10th year, and no one has ever heard of them. But someone who is able to make such a lasting impression by her 2nd year, that is very seldom.
Und mit einer relativ kleinen Menge einen so guten Eindruck hinterlässt, das ist eher selten.
It is true. Eva didn't start producing wine here in the vineyards until 2007. Now she's using machinery that was self-financed and the money is gone. But that could change any day now if the Riesling is able to hold up to the promise that the Gault Millau has made.